How many times have you seen a video about a teacher who was messing with their students, inappropriately, as they might say? She was either dating the student, sleeping with the student, or wait for it. She has a video out on OnlyFans that her students just happened to come across. Now, I know we've seen a lot of stories like this, or you could say a few stories like this. It's not like this happens every day, or just the teachers that don't get caught. I'm not going to lie. When I was in school, I had a crush on my teacher, or teachers. Some of them were hot. What did you expect from a teenage boy? I mean, just like the teenage boys now, I'm pretty sure your son has a crush on this teacher if she's hot. We've seen those hot teachers. We've seen those TikToks with the hot teachers. We've seen the IG models that are high school teachers, that are middle school teachers, that are college teachers. Yeah, there's a lot of hot teachers out there. And so, of course, you're going to have boys that have crushes on them. Yeah, some of them are married, some of them are not. We've seen stories like this. But this story coming up, you probably have never heard or seen a story like this one, because it gets crazy and it gets wild. But before we get to the video, I need y'all to do 3 things for me. Hit that subscribe button right now, hit that like button right now, and share this video so everyone else can get to do the very same thing. And if they don't, then we're coming for them. Let's get to this video about a teacher who ends up doing content with her husband because he lost his job. And so her content, well, no, spoiler alert, I'm not going to spoil it for you. To the video.
So this is Brianna, and Brianna's living her best life. She's married to a great guy, she has a job she loves teaching high school, but there's a problem. One day, the worst happens. Brianna's husband, who we'll call husband, he gets laid off, and her teaching salary can't support the two of them. But they get an idea. They decide they're gonna start making spicy content, and they start an OnlyFans. And they don't just post racy pictures of Brianna, they make videos of the both of them. But she doesn't show her face, because she doesn't want to get recognized. So they do this OF on the side for a couple of months, and they make a nice chunk of change, like an extra 10 grand a month or so. So it looks like their financial troubles are over. Until one day they do a collab video with another couple on OnlyFans, where they all 4 do like an adult scene together. And that couple is a lot more popular on the OF than Brianna and her husband. And that was when allegedly someone was watching that scene and they were like, hey, I recognize that person. But they weren't talking about Brianna because she doesn't show her face. They recognized husband, who doesn't blur his face. And through that, they were able to conclude that the woman he is with is Brianna. Now remember, Brianna's still a high school English teacher. And soon after that collab, she's in her classroom, class just ended, and suddenly there's a knock at the classroom door. And she opens it, and it's 2 school administrators, and they're like, we need to talk. And immediately the school places her on suspension while they decide what to do about all this. And at this point, she's probably gonna get fired. And then someone posts a link to her OnlyFans in a Facebook group. That Facebook group was the Facebook group to Brianna's school. So now her students definitely know. And that was when she decided to say, all right, and resign.
Students were never meant to see this.
And she realizes she can never go back to the classroom. But during all this, her story, it's on the local news, it's on the national news, it makes the front page of Reddit, it's blowing up. So more people are going over to check out her account. And more people check it out, and more people check it out, and they keep checking it out. And eventually she has tens of thousands of subscribers, all who are paying to see her. And she just reported that in that 5 months, since all this blew up, she's made nearly $1 million. And she and her husband are no longer in debt. Update, they just found another teacher who had a secret OnlyFans account from that same school. What the hell? Shout out to that school.
Now, what do I always tell y'all? What are you willing to do for the bag? Because whatever you put on the internet is what? It's on the internet. It ends up being there forever. You can never erase it. Yeah, we try to wash our image off of the internet. No, the internet will forever be stained with your image. I don't care how much you try to scrub it. You can pay someone to scrub every video and picture of you on the internet. I guarantee you, there will be 1 or 2 left. There will be 3 left. There will be a few left. You want to know why? Because you create a footprint on the internet. You are on there forever. Think about all the pictures that you have posted on the net. Think about all the pictures that you've sent to people on the net. Think about all of the videos of you since you were a teenager, since you were young, especially if you started in this online game. Because you got to think about it also, a lot of people did not grow up when the internet was invented. A lot of people did not grow up when the internet was invented. A lot of people were not there yet. Now you have the kids now who grew up and they were born into it. So yeah, of course they're gonna have a heavy footprint because you've been posting pictures of your kids, you've been posting vacation pictures, family pictures, all of that. So you can never scrub it off. And I don't understand why that teacher actually thought that no one would recognize her. Hey, when things get around, they get around. And I don't want any of y'all females out there thinking, wait a minute, she did this for 5 months and she made $1 million. No, that is not the case with every OF creator. Some OF creators, to my knowledge, only make about $100 a month. Not even some. A majority of OF creators only make $100 a month. So what are you going to do? Substitute your income for $100 a month? Yeah, let's see you try to live off of that one. Not to mention, you will be found out. Trust and believe, especially if you are working in the private sector or you are working for a business or you will be found out. If you're working for a foundation, if you're working for the government, you will be found out. And to think about it, some of y'all have those tramp stamps, as you call them. Y'all got tattoos. So you don't think someone who's viewing that video will say, wait a minute, hey, look here. I know who this is. It's you. They'll know that it's you. Come on, you have specific identifiers. And yeah, they didn't identify her by any type of tattoos or any type of markings on her body yet, but they caught the husband. So that was a dumb move on their part because why are you even going to show his face? Are you serious? You didn't think anyone that knew you was going to see this video, this raunchy video, this OF video and say, wait a minute, hold up. I know him. Yeah, come on. It's not that big of a world, especially now that we have the internet. Everyone knows everyone, or so they claim. And obviously, the school did not know her because if they knew her, they would know she was doing raunchy videos on OF and making $1 million in a month. Now, those kids, I'm pretty sure they got an eye full. When they looked up her OF site on that Facebook platform, I know they probably said, whoa, is that teacher? Yeah, that's teacher. Bent over. Yeah, that's teacher with her legs up. You never knew that she could bend that far, did you? I'm pretty sure it left a stain on those kids' minds. It definitely did. To see a teacher in compromising positions, oh, trust and believe it does. And it does not create a good environment for those students either because they're growing up now, especially the girls. If they found out she made $1 million in 5 months by doing this, how many of them do you think is going to be influenced by their teacher? Because isn't that what teachers are here to do? Influence us? Don't be influenced by the wrong people. And don't compromise your dignity for money because the bag will not be there when your dignity is lost. It was nice talking to y'all. Until the next video.
If you like this video, like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more content.